Roig Rage, oh. Roig Rage, oh. Well, hi there, you little chipmunks.
Hello.
What have you been up to? Nestling away all the nuts so you have something to eat during the winter. Woo! If it's going to be those kind of sentences for this episode, you're in for a doozy.
Doozy.
I'm not saying I haven't had my share of lattes today,
Let me get that latte.
but I have lost count. So, I'll tell you what I've been up to.
No, please don't.
Let's get rid of all the regular bullshit I usually talk about. And let's talk about the apocalypse.
And the truck driving through my bedroom.
My apartment turned into a hellmouth. Yes, it did.
Scram, truck. Out of my bedroom.
It started on a Monday. And I get in a fight with the wife
The missus, the old ball of chain.
about something or another.
Could be a fucking dozen things.
And soon enough, that day, both of our ACs begin to flood. Like flood into the house. Like, well, exactly what it read. Oh.
Are you stretching? Not the time.
Our ACs began to flood the house. And let me not exaggerate too much. No, wait a minute. I think that I don't have to exaggerate because there were sopping fucking towels. Oh no, I think the thing that I'm drinking right now makes my voice make stupid little fucking sounds that because this mic is so fucking good, it picks up all of them.
That's just a shit mouth.
Which means that editing this thing, I don't really edit the main track for the most part. I certainly don't make it to. I certainly don't edit it to make my, to make me any more interesting or less. I do it for time.
And lack of talent.
So where are we at? ACs flooding the floors, sopping.
I should have called them AC Slaters.
Clunky towels were dragging out of our apartment to cure outside. And so those go, right? I get behind them, each one of them. I scoop all the shit out, I get everything. Because that's usually what happens. It gets all backed up and shit, and then it starts flowing inside and not out.
The old inside and out love.
So I did that. But there was no, immediate reaction.
You mean result?
It was they both were just going, okay? Suddenly, then.
What the fuck? Oh, hell no.
These fucking mice
Mice.
infiltrated our home. So, I'm going to say in apocalyptic terms, the mouse is the...
The rodent, man. The rodent.
Oh, no, what is it? Somebody knows it. No, it's... Oh, no. They'll be locusts.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know what the ACs stand for either. Well, I know. Okay, a flooding. That makes sense. So apparently, we were convinced, that there are at least two, and then our neighbor was like, "Well, if there's two, there's probably four." And my fine Cuban friend was damn right. And not because he's as tall as a mouse, but because the man's got knowledge. He's got knowledge.
Short as fuck, though.
And he was right. So for
Sulfur?
days, we were setting out sticky pads, right? because the wifey doesn't want to kill no micey. And she came at me like, Travis, if you have a hard time like going through the homicide of a cockroach,
Which is true. It's true.
you're not going to fare well,
Farewell?
like slamming a trap down on a mouse and maybe catching it like on its eye or some shit, and you will freak the fuck out and you'll never enter the apartment again.
Plain.
Now, did I argue back with her that that wasn't true? Yes.
Because I'm one lying, stubborn son of a bitch.
In my heart of hearts, I mean, do we all know? Yeah, of course, she was right. She was absolutely right.
Yes, dear. Yes, dear.
So I went along with it.
As any good husband could. You see.
I think for a full day, I didn't go out. I didn't go outside of my bedroom. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna lie. You're lying. Yeah, no kidding. With everything going on, like I'm sensitive, man. I'm sensitive to all this shit. I'm like, I'm not supposed to be moving or something. Like I need to let
go and let God.
To let whatever is going on to like just happen and leave me the fuck alone. And it didn't help that we had a blue moon, which we won't have for another 35 years or some shit. And then these other planets out there, 7 of them are in retrograde. Now, I don't know what that means. I figure it's like what happens when like a bunch of girls move in together and like they all start entering retrograde together, right?
Menstrual humor.
Well, I think it does. I think it's the same thing. Because I can't figure any one of them out. Actually, no, yeah. Excuse me. From time to time, we have traffic.
In my bedroom.
If you're new to the shoe.
Which I'm sure you aren't.
So, we're in the midst of catching these mice and treating them like first-class citizens. And then one sort of dusky, maybe it was a dusky afternoon, because I don't think any of the lights were on in the house. So I was going over to plug in my Halloween tree. We have a Halloween tree.
Stay up all fucking year.
Go on. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you wouldn't make so much fun if you actually saw it. So like visit our stories or somewhere in there, or request a photo of our Halloween tree at roigragepodcast@gmail.com.
Like the lever fucking right.
Roig, ROIG, podcast.
Spelling it?
Get it together. And, at gmail.com. I'll send you a photo. I'll send you 2 of them. One with it on, one with it off.
Damn sexy.
All the kids will love them. So as I go to plug it in for the evening's entertainment,
Nothing.
nothing. Nothing. No zzz, no nothing. And then I remembered there's a light switch on the wall, and the light switch on the wall, I think, only commands this one outlet. I don't know why. You don't know why.
None of us know.
So quickly I spin kick and grab and I lift the switch. Nothing.
You don't lift switches, you flip them.
So I start going around the house. Nothing's turning on. But then, one thing turned on that didn't seem like it should turn on if it was on the same circuit as everything else that's not on. And another item was like that. It's the strangest fucking thing. We had no idea what happened. None of the outlets are burned out or anything, and we're just cracking those fucking breakers, and just pop, pop, pop every time. Just something shorted. So right then, there, half of our house basically was without electricity, out of nowhere.
Fucking nuts!
AC still flooding,
The ancient floods of time.
a little less, but still flooding, and we are maybe one mouse in. We got,
I say we, but it was the missus.
and it was
Triumph.
like singing a gospel. It was just a song. Like
Wait, are you saying the mouse was singing the gospel?
it was like the spirit was in him
Ah, that's true.
because it was trying to get off of this glue. Oh, man.
Hey, I know you're dead, Murphy. Quit driving through my bedroom. I'm fucking recording.
That's Murphy's kid. Yeah, he's got a business and he's a mover. Charlie's kid. What did I say? Murphy's kid? Damn it. Murphy and Charlie are the only names in the 1950s, and what's odd is that Eddie Murphy's brother was named both of them, and I think he only lived into his 50s. So there's some like Kennedy, Lincoln, Kennedy fucking weirdnesses for you. I don't know how I put it together either. I just don't. Half the electricity off. Still precipitating. Is that the word? From my ACs. We got one mouse. Now that mouse, oh, that's right, had the Holy Spirit in him. It's what it looks like.
Kind of breakdancing.
And he's squeaking about. I guess speaking in tongues. So it wasn't.
Because he was going like,
The joke's not in the gospel. Saying it was like a gospel song. Am I deconstructing my own fucking joke on my own fucking show? Don't do it. I wouldn't do it. Then you'll get into a habit, and then that's the whole show. And everybody's like, wait a minute, I thought I was supposed to be entertained. Now, what was interesting was my wife's quote unquote, I literally did the bunny ears in the air, and you're not here.
to see it, really. So okay.
She had an interesting way of executing the release plan
She had an interesting way
for these mice.
of releasing mice.
The whole thing, I swear, if she could have built like a facility to conduct like that, this is the right way to like immigrate. You know, they come into the house and then they go through a checkpoint, and then we get them back out, and they'll never be a problem to the household again.
Why does this guy sound like he's losing his breath and he's just sitting down?
This was her strategy. Effective strategy.
Strategy.
She would take the sticky thing with the mousy thing on it. I couldn't get too close because at any point that thing could unstick its heart and fly the fuck at me like I'm the one who caused inflation. And so my wife was a fucking trooper. And she puts the piece of like kind of sticky cardboard. She puts it into like into a glass like tray that we would make brownies with.
Not those brownies.
I prefer a good flan. Personally, I prefer a good flan. And she would go outside, go far from the front yard, and then she would take a little bit of olive oil and wet the mouse, like around it, a couple shakes. And without fail, the mouse released itself from the stuck and darted off, and didn't seem like we'd ever see him again. He certainly didn't turn back and look at us and say thanks or anything. And I'm like, what the fuck? Like, we did, like,
The, the, the right thing.
not killing you is saving a life. Like, what I don't understand. They're not a, they're not a selfless, animal. They're not a gracious animal, basically, is what I'm saying. You know?
They're rodents, man. They're rodents. I don't even think they're considered animals.
Now, my wife had to go through that process.
Or journey.
I wasn't there for one, but I was there for the others. Like, I was there. So if I did have to take, like, a mouse to the face, like, you know, I would. I would jump in front of my wife
So brave.
and take a mouse to the face. Like, that I would do. What I can't do is just carry it out. I can't do the carrying. I don't like carrying in the ways that I believe, being a man, we weren't made to carry the shopping bags from our wives if we're in heterosexual relationships. It's just, there's something that goes against you. Feel it. You feel it in your lizard brain. You feel that, like, oh God, she's gonna hand me those shoes. Oh God, I know they're my shoes, and I just, like, because I know when I come and I shop by myself, for some reason I buy a bunch of stuff, but I don't have any bags. How does that work, man? It doesn't, like, at least if you're going to rag on the poor girls, like, have something of esteem, of it's like evidentiary. But it's true. Like, men are supposed to, like, carry, like
Say like again.
like beams, you know, concrete beams or firewood. Not to say that women can't. I'm just saying we're better for that. And their stature is better for the shopping bags. How did I manage to keep talking about this for a minute and a half? Chaz, it's been an hour. Oh shit. Listen, my wife's she's a warrior. And I cower at the sound of every car that passes. These are facts. So she ended it up. She edited it, ended it up. Oh, so that's how Busta Rhymes does it. Oh, wow. So she did that, I believe, 3 times at night and once in the morning. There might have been a noon catch. Now, while she was catching the mice, between what I had done and my father-in-law did to the ACs, we started getting some relief. Some aquatic relief.
Let's start squeezing them towels.
And something else happened, like a behind-the-scenes thing, where something didn't go through for us, and believe me, it's not having a baby.
What? No.
But some bullshit, and we got, like, the bad news that it was like, ugh, fuck, oh no, this could really do some damage for our future together. That happened. My car kept breaking down. This is all within the span of, like,
Let me see here. Carry the one.
a week and a half, maybe.
It's a latte moment.
I had like 3 guys like come at my car and they had no idea what the fuck. So some old dude named Jesus. And I was like, you sure it's not Jesus? Who was like, Jesus, man. I was like, shit. Okay, no, you're good. He did spend time in jail. But he was an old man. He had a ponytail. And he was the one who told me what was wrong with the car before even looking at it. Before even looking at it, I was on the 3rd floor of some building. It was just after therapy. And I was out there for about 4 hours. And this dude drove up. I don't think he's even listed with AAA. Like if I went to see, ask them, hey, I want to fill out like a survey to say how like awesome Jesus was, they'd be like, well, there is no Jesus. I can tell you right now, there's no Jesus. In all of North America North American branches. Let's see. Oh, all right.
So we're semi-shitting on the Lord and Savior.
What I mean is that the Savior himself fucking saved me. He was like, he's like, I got you on, but once you turn it off again, it gonna be off again. He didn't talk that way. I don't know why I did that. Can't remember how he talked. Such is the voice of Jesus. It's just too much to quantify. Yeah, it became a couple things with that. And you thought I was going to forget the locusts. Check the fuck this out. Have I said suddenly a lot? Because that's poor storytelling on my part.
Suddenly podcast.
Suddenly. From fucking nowhere. No source. No indication. All everywhere. Nothing. To predict. To whatever. To indicate whatever that what just materialized out of nowhere were these flies. We had flies, and not one type of fly, but two types of flies. One is that like regular Miami fly. It's a swatter's fly. That got me. That's worth the episode for me. And so you know that fly, right? It's the one that kind of looks like a little. It's like it kind of changes colors in the sun. And then the other fly was like a fruit fly. Now,
I don't even know what that is.
Now, I will tell you, I don't know what a fruit fly looks like, but every time I said it to whoever was around me, they were like, oh okay, yeah, no, yeah. I was like, oh, okay, so, okay, well, then at least I'm good.
Yes, it's the mammoth to take it.
You know, describing this event in society. So, number one, no source.
Other than the Big Bang.
No swarm around a fucking a drain, like a bathroom, is it bathroom drain, whatever, the kitchen drain.
You're an unreliable storyteller.
Behind the refrigerator, behind the oven, by a door. There was nothing outside of the doors that would have indicated that if someone left these doors open, those would come in.
Like a dead body.
They just came in. And I'm not talking about
Prepare for my clicky audio.
10 flies, 20 flies, 30 flies, 40 flies, 50 flies, 60 flies, at least 60 flies. There would be a dozen just chilling on each, like, blinds, you know, blinds, you know, blinds, throughout the house, like a dozen each. And then there'd be a half a dozen under the you know, the thing, the thing above the oven that catches all the steam and shit. Oh, it'd be such a, I'm gonna kill myself for not knowing what the name is right now, but the oven cover shit, like they'd be under there. I found 2 in the refrigerator. 2. There would be a half a dozen in my wife's closet. Fortunately, there were only about 2 that got into my bedroom the entire fucking time. And you may be doing the math. You may be going, Travis, well, you could only have about this number of blinds, and this that doesn't even equal 60.
Who's doing the
Well, let me tell you something. It was more. Nah, Do that math. Because what would happen is, and bless my wife's heart, she got me a dope fucking swatter, dude. It's the kind where like the part that you hold kind of jets out to the side for, I guess, a better grip or something. Well, I was like it had like an automatic like option, because it was just like boom, 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 and I'm popping these things. They're going down. I'm either shocking the shit out of them or I'm actually hitting them. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think they could take a lot of like pressure on them, societal or otherwise. And I started lining up the carcasses so these other motherfuckers would see their fucking dead friends and get the fuck out of my house. But every time I would hit one, I swear to God, another one would come back. It was the craziest thing in the world. I was left alone at my house by myself. Usually when you're left alone, you're by yourself. And I'm on the phone with my wife. Waka, motherfuckers, waka. They're not getting it. They're not getting it. I forget where they were. Why was I all by myself?
Why?
I will tell you what it looked like. It looked like I was in Buffalo Bob's fucking lair in Silence of the Lambs. It was... They would attach to the popcorn ceiling that I still have, because it's fucking dope. You would just see these little black. They were like hanging like bats. They were fucking it was this craziest thing.
Crazy.
And that went on for about 3 days.
Interesting. Jesus was away for 3
Like
days.
I just couldn't like sit back in my in my bedroom and go, well, there's still about 18 out there. I'm just gonna let them stay. So I don't know.
I mean, something had to be done.
Something.
No, it was a few days. Cause I didn't have. I was using like a snap, like a how you like would tie up somebody's shirt so you could smack them in the ass, like that kind of thing. I was doing that because I didn't have the swatter, and I wasn't priming a swatter to me because I grew up in the '90s and I just don't think that way.
We don't prime.
It's incredible. That I'm about 20 years behind. So there are my fucking locusts. Tell me they are not
It's biblical.
Increíble.
I just,
Rolled my R's.
I'm not kidding you. I'm not shitting you. I just removed the 2 fly carcasses from our refrigerator. One was standing like it was gonna
Roll up.
like he was like, "What's up?
Roll up.
What's up? You got my boy over there?
Come on
I
down.
see him turned up.
Let's do this.
What's up?
Let's do this.
Want to throw down?
Come on.
What's up?
All right.
How big are you?" I don't know why a fly would be like, "How big are you?" Maybe their eyes do weird things, and they can't necessarily discern size in front of them. But no, I just picked it up and the thing was fucking.
It's dead.
It was done for. That was today, just today. There's still like
Lurking in the shadows.
remnants of that time. So at this point, the ACs were now back to normal, back to costing my electricity bill a fuck ton. But that's okay. That's okay. They're doing what they need to do. And
I'm not gonna cut out this silence. We're just gonna wait it out.
my wife and I's teeth have been rotting out of our fucking skulls. Okay, they're not rotting. We fucking brush, all right? Just calm down. But we've gotten infections and such, and I had a cavity in one that started breaking up. So during this time, now you've known this whole time that when you dream of your teeth falling out, that means you're what? Maybe. What did you say? Does it mean you're going to die or does it mean you're going to get rich? Should I check on it? Okay, I'm gonna check on it. I've never done this before.
Sir, you use Google.
I don't think I've ever done this before.
On the show.
Dreaming of teeth falling out. Yep, it's right up there. This means anxiety, loss, death, insecurity,
The greatest hits.
aging, all kinds of dental issues. Thanks a lot, Google. The leading cause of teeth falling out are teeth.
The problem with your teeth
okay.
are your teeth.
So this can indicate that you're dealing with some kind of loss, like an abrupt end to a relationship or a job change, which is kind of true because our industries are going through a purging of a sort. There have been a few studios who just let go of about almost a dozen people collectively. That's fucking crazy. I've been around this shit for about 10 years, and and she and I as just talents and whatnot. It ain't cool, it ain't cool, it ain't cool. And if it's happened to my wife, you know me, I've been a hothead, and I've probably caused all of my I've caused where I am in this industry.
Bullshit.
I think so. I think when my wife tells me exactly what everybody else tells me,
Don't listen to her.
and I want to be like, I'm not sleeping in the bed tonight.
Woman.
I probably should just listen to him and go, yeah, he just became an angry fucking
Ah, come on, chum.
tyrant,
Nah.
and nobody wants to work with you.
Bollocks.
Ladies and gentlemen, Travis Roig.
Quit it, son. Quit it.
But for her, it's a different thing. But she's kicking ass. She's kicking ass. She's doing other stuff. She's doing commercials. She's doing fucking films. She's still doing podcasts. She got TV go. You know what I'm saying?
My bitch about.
And I have a one-way ticket back to Parents' Houseville. She would hate to hear me say that. I don't know why. It's because she loves me. She loves me. Why? Why? It's impossible love. No. We both had teeth. She's about to take out 2, and I just took out 1. And this was the whole time. We've been going through pain this entire time. Like the last 3 weeks. We've been in pain. If you've hung out with us and shit, we were heavily medicated on some fucking like ibuprofen, Advil, Tylenol concoction that the dentist was like, I can't give you the drugs that they used to give you, which were the stuff that would work right the fuck away. And if you weren't an addict, you wouldn't sell your fucking house to get more. So now they make you take a combination of things that equal the bare bottom of one of those fucking drugs, but it's a combination of 3, and that just can't be good on the liver as we roam the sunny side of pain relief on the river. It's incredible. It's incredible. So this whole time we got that. So we have losses. So loss of career, maybe it's a loss of one version of our marriage, and we're heading into a new version, a grander one with bigger vistas and such, or a deeper one, or a more intimate one, or a more whatever the hell. It could be that way about friends. It could be a wise man said, Yeah. I think that was a P and an F and an F and an F and an F and a T. And then a UP.
No, youpie.
Look, a wise man said, it's kind of funny.
Kinda.
Some of this stuff works conceptually. Yeah, it just doesn't work in reality. Oh, God. I can shit on myself the best. So, in the end, really, we're kind of coasting. There's still a couple little bumps, whatnot, but
Are you coasting?
everything, we found the source of what happened to the electricity, that apparently our couch butted up against the outlet, and that caught, and that sent the thing, and it was an old thing, so replaced that, covered that, got all the flies away, all the ACs were better, The thing that my wife and I were like, ah, shit, we didn't fucking get it. We fucking got it. And I'm sorry, it's behind the scenes stuff, you know? I can't give away everything. Oh, but just be happy for us. And it's not a kid.
Hey!
We're neck deep in transitional waves. And I'm fucking pretty glad that I got to come over here and still make one of these things. It's only because of a dear friend of mine where he was like, so you're doing more because I'm going to be advertising your show on my show and shit. And I was like, well, if there ever was a catalyst, because I can't let him down. I can't let anyone down who's like, I like your thing. Well, I'm like, well, I'll give you 50 more of them if you want.
Free of charge. That's right. Free of charge.
I'm not a people pleaser in life. I'm No, I'm not a people pleaser. No, I'm not a people pleaser even creatively, because I'll just do what I want and defend it and be like, fuck yeah. So yeah, no. Probably cut that part. Lee-san. This was fun as shit. I probably forgot a couple of the other things that happened in the biblical times that were, that was the beginning of September. Oh, shit. There. I talk into the mic with this, it's kind of like a backboard kind of a thing. When I talk into the mic and I'm just kind of looking and not really looking at the mic, the thing is it's black and kind of silver or whatever, and it kind of looks like a pirate hat. So it feels like I'm telling or bearing my soul to a pirate. It's the oddest thing, but prudent. I don't know what prudent means, but I'll tell you what. If I was with a bunch of people and it came to me to say something and I didn't know if prudent was the right word, but it felt like it, I would throw it up and just see what happens. You know? I take those chances. I take linguistical chances. Woo! Travis, get the fuck off the show! Excuse me, guys. I have life to get back to, but check out all my shit. Check out all my shit. I never say that. Check out all my shit. You see my name there. Y'all know my name. Y'all know what I do. If you know the reference to that, then we can be best friends. All right. Thank you for listening.
Jeez, he sounded so stern. Alright, thank you for listening. That's all I'm saying. You heard it.
Roig Rage.